I want to show you some stuff about PowerPoint because I know that many of you are going to be doing PowerPoints. You're going to be doing presentations. Yes, did you hear what I said? I speak this into existence. You're going to be doing presentations. So I just want to share a couple of tips regarding PowerPoint. So a lot of times you see presentations and people have often hit me up and asked me, can you send me that presentation? And we want anybody who wants it to have it, not just for you just to have it, for you to learn so that you can be able to do them. Whether you're doing them in front of a whole bunch of people like right now, or whether you're doing them one-on-one, okay? A lot of what we're doing, you meet a person, you got the video, we got the videos we're showing, or maybe you're meeting up with somebody for coffee at Starbucks, and you got your pad or your laptop with you, and you're able to comfortably do a presentation. The same way you can do them one-on-one, let me tell you, is the same way you can do them in front of the whole audience. But what we always teach and what we've always heard in this industry, the person who is in the front of the room is the person who makes the most money. So your goal should be to get comfortable where you're doing presentations. But one of the things about them, a lot of times you see they change. That's why some people say, well, I just, they're always changing. They always see a new slide here and a new slide there. Well, guess what? You don't really need a whole presentation every time a slide changes. You just need that slide. And so I have people sometimes hit me up and say, can I get that slide? But sometimes we don't ask that because we don't know how to change the slides out. So that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to change the slides, make the slides into a JPEG, turn a slideshow into a PDF. And for those who really want it, I'm going to give you a bonus today, how to even animate. Okay, so here we go. Let's do first. So let's say this is, say, the flat belly presentation. Oh, whoop, no, that's not right. Okay, let's go. I want to do this. Close that. All right, here we go. So let's say, for instance, the flat belly lifestyle presentation. Maybe you have this presentation, okay? So if I were, you get this presentation and all of a sudden you go through it and you say, well, and here's something that's usually asked, it does not have that a particular video. So it doesn't have that video with the man who says, it's the food, it's the food. So do you want the whole presentation? You don't need the whole presentation if you've got this one already. You just need that one slide. You just need that one slide. So now, say for instance, you hit me up and told me that, and now I'm going to send you just that one slide, right? So say if I sent you that one slide in your email, now you're going to open this presentation up, plus that one slide, and I can tell you don't see it, okay? So I'm gonna add that one to it. So now you see that slide. And it only has that one slide in it. So I'm gonna click that slide, right click, and copy. This is just the one slide. I send it to you in your email, right click, copy. Okay, now I'm gonna minimize that slide. Now you see the full presentation. And okay, where am I gonna put it? I'm gonna find a spot where I think it's supposed to go or where it does go when I've been watching somebody else do the presentation. And it's probably right here after the medical advisory board. So now I'm clicking the slide for the medical advisory board, and I right click and paste. Bam. I just added that slide to the presentation. Just that simple. Okay? It goes after whatever you click. I clicked medical advisory board, I right clicked and hit paste, and it went underneath it. Now, what if I said, that's not where I really wanted it? Well, guess what? Click it, use all I'm doing is using my mouse or your finger or whatever you're using. Once you highlight it by clicking it and move it. How am I doing that? I'm just holding it down, holding my mouse down, holding your finger down, and you move it wherever you want to. Let it go. Move it wherever you want to and let it go. Okay. Now, what if I wanted to add a slide for whatever reason you want to put something on it? Well, there's this thing up here at the top. You see where my arrow is? It says new slide. I can add a new slide. Wherever you have it highlighted, it's going to add that new slide underneath it. So it's always the same. Whatever you have highlighted, whatever you change, you do, it's going to be underneath it. And the only reason you do that is because you're going to add something to this presentation. If you got something you don't need, you just hit delete on your keyboard and it goes away. Okay. Now, what about if you say somebody says, well, you're talking to somebody and they just need that information and it's in a presentation. Maybe they can you send me who's on your medical advisory board? And they just want this one slide. They're that kind of person. They want to know the doctors we have and the faces. Okay. So guess what? You can send them just that one slide. Or, I'm going to show you both these at the same time. Or back in the day, we used to do flip charts. Some of you are old school, do flip charts and you meet up with the person and maybe you don't have your computer and you're going to print all this on paper. Guess what? You can do that because Scott is teaching us how to use whatever you're comfortable with, whatever presentation you're comfortable with. So you might be comfortable with meeting somebody at a coffee shop and having a flip chart, but you don't have the flip, you don't have the charts. Well, you're going to have to, do some printing, but you want to do it from turning it into maybe a PDF. So you can go to File, and all I'm using is PowerPoint. There are other pieces of software out there, because PowerPoint, your basic, it may cost you to get the software to use PowerPoint, but there's a lot, it could be very well worth it. But there are some free versions that operate just like PowerPoint. So all you got to do is Google PowerPoint for free, or versions that are like PowerPoint, and they'll show you different ones. But when you hit File, Save as Adobe PDF, boom, you click that, and it says Adobe PDF Maker needs to save the file before continuing. So say yes. And now it's going to save this same file as a PDF. It's going to give it the same name, and I'm going to hit save. And it's going to begin the conversion. Would you like, now here's what it asks you. Would you like to convert this presentation speaker, the notes and all that? No, you don't want the notes. And I can really say, don't show me that again, just do it. And there it goes. It's creating it as a PDF. And when it finishes, it's actually going to open up as a PDF. Now that's the whole presentation as a PDF. It will open up in a minute. And because it's a number of slides, you got to be patient. See, there it is, converting it. So it stopped my screen sharing. And let me see if I can go back and get it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, what you're looking at right now is a PDF. Now, the downfall in the PDF is that you can't play any videos. Okay, so notice that these are all just slides. Okay, these are just slides. So if you printed all this, you had it on paper and you got your little flip chart, bam, you're good to go. But when it came to the slide, nope, you ain't got nothing there. You just got the slides. Okay, now let's close this.
Dr. Roz, is this presentation is in our back office as well?
No.
Okay, because I was trying to get it from the think from my phone to my computer, but of course it was too large to email. How can we get it onto our computers?
Ask for it.
Okay, all right, thanks.
There is a presentation that you can get in your app, but it's just and again, it's just a PDF. To get it with the videos and everything, just ask for it. Okay, send me a message, send me an email and ask me for it. Because we want people doing presentations. We want you to get started using it. We need more people to rotate people and everything and get comfortable with it. But now let's go back to that. Going back to the presentation. That was if you wanted to change it to a PDF. But I said earlier about what if you just wanted to send person just this one slide of our medical advisory board. Well, I go to File, Save As, and watch what happens. When I save as, I want to save as a JPEG file interchange format. Everybody see that? I'm gonna go again. Back up, I hit File, Save As, and I'm clicking this second row right here where it says PowerPoint presentation. I'm changing that, this little drop-down arrow to JPEG file interchange format. I'm changing it all into JPEGs. JPEGs, boom. And I say save. And it's going to ask me a question. Which slides do you want to export? All of them or just this one? If I say all of them, it's going to turn every one of those slides into a JPEG, which means it's just a graphic. If I say just this one, it's like having a picture. When you see JPEG, that's like all your pictures, your graphic pictures, JPEGs. Earlier we saw PNG, same things. Those are just the terminology for knowing that it's just a graphic picture. It's still. It's not a video, it's still. So if I say all slides, it's going to do all of them. So I'm going to say all. I'm going to let you see what it looks like when it does all the slides as a JPEG. And each slide says is in a separate folder. Okay. And so now I'm going to go to the folder where they are. And so here's another tidbit, just an added plus to help people. When you open up a folder, it's got a lot of stuff in it. You see all this stuff that's in this folder. If I come right here where it says date modified and click it, it puts it in date order. See, now it starts from 10/30/2023. If I click it again, it reverses the order. So I don't have to spend time, okay, I gotta look and figure out where is it, where is it, where is it? And you just did it, well, just change the date order, okay? And because it's in a folder, it does the individual files first, and then it's in a folder. So that's why it's down here in a folder. But it's new Flat Belly Lifestyle, and it's in a folder because it's a bunch of slides. So I double click it, Look at there, all the slides of the full presentation. So that's just when you want it in slide, when you want to print all these or just other reasons you come up reasons why you want all of these in a slide formation. Otherwise, you leave it as a PowerPoint because you're going to do it as a presentation on your devices. Okay, okay. And then the last thing I'm going to show you about PowerPoint, and these are this is a bonus, and I hope it doesn't make anything confusing, but I just want to share it with you because you just want to improve and get better at these things. Let's see where I'm going to do it at. I want to do it on a page. Okay, let's see where. Because it gets fun once you start doing it. It gets fun. Okay, so let's try it here. So let's say I come to my PowerPoint, and this is mainly for people when you start creating your own PowerPoint. Let's say you're going to create a PowerPoint for your team. Matter of fact, let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. Let's close this. And let's close that. And let's do a brand new one. Okay. So you're meeting with your team, okay? And you want to do a brand new PowerPoint. And you come here and you click File. All I did was do blank presentation, blank. That's it. The beautiful thing about PowerPoint these days, it helps you. It has all this little stuff over here on the side to help you beautify it. You just click stuff. You got choices to beautify it. Oh, I love that. That's nice. Okay. And say, I don't want this. And it's even got stuff in the middle here for you to look at. Anything you want to move around. When this, look, you see that little mouse? Can you see that? Yeah, you see it. You see it turn into a four-way device, four-way arrow. That means you can move it. Click it, hold it, and move it. Anytime you click it and you move your mouse, you got to move it so it turns into that to move it. Now it's already got stuff here for me to add to a title. But if I didn't want this, and I'm going to click them and delete them because I want to show you how to create your own, I go to the top of my screen and I hit Insert. And I want to say, you either have two choices for words, text box or word art. Word art makes it really fancy and large. So I'm going to use word art. And see that four-way, I'm going to move that. Okay. And I'm going to type team motivation. That's what this is a slide I'm putting together for my team, right? And I want to move it a little to the top. And then I want to come back to insert again and put text box. Now I'm going to draw a text box. So all I did, every time I'm moving the mouse, I'm clicking and holding. Okay. And I'm going to say, everything will be all right. Okay. I just typed that. And just like you type in a Word document or anywhere else, I want that to be centered. So right here under the paragraph section of PowerPoint, I can hit center. Bam, it centered it. And I can hit bold, but I got to double click it and highlight it to hit bold because I want the words to be bold. And if I want to change the color, yeah, okay, I'm going too far now, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna change it back to black, okay. And everything will be all right. Okay, so now let's say I want to insert something else and say text box, because you were just on this call earlier and I want to tell the team, you had your team meeting, have you listened to Scott Reese's training? And I'm going to center that, okay? And I'm going to make that bold. And I'm going to do one more. Insert text box. And I'm going to say, have you loaded your app? And I'm going to center that. And I'm going to double click it and make it bold. Okay? I got all that on the screen. And it's kind of little, so I'm going to double click it. And I'm going to double click it. And I'm going to make it 24 point, each one of them. Just making the font larger, right? And here's my plus, here's my bonus today. Let's animate it. What do I mean by that? I don't want to see it all on the screen at the same time. So I'm going to the top where it says animations, and I'm going to click everything will be all right and hit appear. And I'm going to click, have you listened to Scott Reese's training, and say fly in. And have you loaded your app? And I'm going to say split. Oh, you can get really creative. And as you notice, it puts little numbers here. So now it's time to see what it looks like. So I'm going to hit slideshow. And from the beginning, and you see, it only says team motivation because you animated the others. So when it comes up as team motivation. Now when you click, everything will be all right, shows up. When you click, have you listened to Scott Reese's training, flew in. When you click, it's swiped, have you loaded your app. So start playing, just start playing with it, guys. Start playing with it. All right?